Hello friends, this is Dr. Jayavardhan Vittalrao Balkhande, Assistant Professor in Zoology, Digambara Bindu Arts, Commerce and Science College, Bhokar, East, Nanded, Maharashtra. My dear friends, today I am here to discuss about the BSc third year Zoology syllabus. Okay, and as per Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded, they offer the choice-based credit system course for this BSc TY, and for the semester 5th and semester 6th, one paper is compulsory, that is the general paper, and for this year the university offered near about 4 specialization papers. Among these 4 specialization paper, we have to select one paper. Okay, so we'll start the syllabus of this third year in this academic year. So friends, here the semester 5th, and it includes near about means in semester 5th section A and section B. Okay, so in section A, the paper number the paper number 12 is ecology and zoogeography. Okay, it is general paper. The paper is compulsory to all students. Okay, and in specialization papers, there are about 4 papers is there. Okay, and among the 4 papers, students choose any one from the particular paper. Okay, so the section B contains 4 papers, that is the paper number 13A, the pisciculture, then the 13B, applied parasitology first, paper number 13C, entomology first, and paper number 13D, that is the environmental biology part first. Okay, in the 5th semester. So you have to choose from only one paper from our 4 paper. Okay. Then in last year you choose skill enhancement course. Okay, so in the same year, in this year also you have choose one skill enhancement course in this year also. So among the 2 papers from this semester, the 2 paper is skill enhancement course is the parasites of public health importance, and the second paper or paper is the vermiculture and vermicomposting. So you have to choose the parasites public health importance or the vermiculture and vermicomposting. Okay, now in next semester again you have one general paper, that is paper number 14. The paper number 14 is ethology, biometry and bioinformatics. Okay, this paper is compulsory to all students, and again you have to whatever you select the specialization in 5th semester, you just continue the specialization in 6th semester also. Okay, so same way this paper number ethology paper part 2 paper, then the paper number 15 is aquaculture. Okay, then paper number 15B is applied parasitology part 2, paper number 15C the entomology second, and the paper 15D is environmental biology part 2. Okay, so it is not problematic, because whatever subject you choose in 5th semester, that same is in 6th semester also. Okay, now as you choose one paper in 5th semester for a skill enhancement course, same way in this semester also, means for a 6th semester you have to choose another one skill enhancement course paper among 2 papers. Okay, so the paper is aquarium keeping. Okay, and another is sericulture. Means from these 2 papers you have to choose one for the skill enhancement course. Okay, so friend, this is somewhat the introduction of the 5th and 6th semester, but I am here to discuss about the specialization paper number 13A. Okay, that is the pisciculture. Okay, so before we move towards the direct syllabus of pisciculture, you just we just have to know the actual objective of this paper, why this paper is included in this semester. Okay, so as far as fishery is concerned, friends, fishery is a very big sector. Okay, it plays a crucial role in the economy of any country. So as far as the fishery is there, their objective is to exchange and circulate the information, ideas and practical experience on all matters relating to fisheries and their management. So students should able to tell what he learned in the DSCTY or by choosing the specialization subject fisheries. Okay, now the next objective is to enable students with fishery science and the specific knowledge for entering PG courses or fishery industries. Number of fishery industries is there and number of manpower is required in fishery industries. So by choosing or by taking this fishery as a specialization paper, it is useful to the future also. It is useful for their future also. Now the next objective is the establish and maintain an appropriate branch and a specialist section structure to meet the local specialist and overall needs of fisheries interest. Means these three objectives there. Okay, so after taking or after taking this specialization in the third year, the student will enable or will enable to know what is fishery. Okay, what is the importance of fishery. So this is the objective of paper called pisciculture. Now we move towards the actual syllabus of the pisciculture. Students, friends, this paper contains 4 different units. Okay, and in 4 units you have number of sub points is there. Okay, so start with the first unit. The first unit of this paper is depend on the fish farm engineering. Okay, you have to study the fish farm engineering. In this you have to study the topography, you have to study the soil type, water supply, and the most important is the layout of fish farm. Okay, this come under the fish farm engineering. Then in the next point, in this sub point is the fish farm management. You have to study the fish farm management. In this you have to study the preparation and management of nursery pond, you have to study the preparation and management of rearing pond, and preparation and management of stocking ponds. Means nursery, rearing and stocking pond. You have to study detailed in the unit first. Now when we move towards the unit second, so see here unit second, it is the first point of this unit second is the biology of indigenous and exotic carps. Means whatever the exotic indigenous and exotic carp is there, so you have to study the biology of particular indigenous and exotic carps, in which the indigenous carp, that is the Indian major carps, it is the Katla, Leburuita and the Sirenus nudibranchia, and the exotic carps, it includes the silver grass carp and the common carp. Okay, they are exotic carps. So you have to study the detail the biology of this indigenous and the exotic carps. Okay, now in unit number second, the second point is the fish seed resources. Okay, so in this fish seed resources we have to study the natural resources, means the riverine resources. Okay, and the artificial resources, it includes the induced breeding by the hypophyization. And in this point you have to study the historical background, then the techniques of induced breeding, then the bund breeding. Okay, then the Chinese hatchery and stripping method or scraping method you have to study in the point number 2 in unit number 2. Okay, and again the next point in this same point is the transportation of fish seed and brooders. You have to study how the fish seed and the brooders, they are transported from one place to another place. Okay, for the culture mechanism or culture. Okay, now the next point in this unit is the capture fisheries. Okay, so many fisheries is there, so you have to study the capture fisheries. In this particular point, you have to study the introduction of the particular capture fishery. Okay, now the what are the resources of capture fishery in India? This is also discussed in the unit. And the capture fisheries, three different fisheries we have to study. Number one is the sardine fishery, number two is the mackerel fishery, and number three is the Bombay duck fishery. Okay, we have to study the capture fishery in the unit number 2. Okay, now we move towards the unit number 3, friends. In unit number 3, you have to study number 1 point is the fishing methods. What are the methods of fishing? Okay, so in that number of equipment you have to study. So first the gears. What are the gears? The traps, the gill nets, the cast net, and the drag nets. Different type of net is there. So that particular nets you have to study it in the particular unit. Now the crafts, the masula bait boat, the catamaran, then the odam and the wanchi. These are the 4 different crafts used in the fisheries fishing method. So that particular crafts is also you have to study detail in your unit number 3. Now the next point in the fishing method is the recent advances in fishing method, that is the electrical fishing, light fishing, and fish finder. Various software is there. So particular unit, in this unit you have to study the recent fishing method is also studied. Okay, now the next part in the unit number 3 is the fish diseases. Okay, the fishes, they have number of diseases during the culture period. Okay, so you have to study the different types of diseases present in the fishes and what are the treatments for the particular diseases. Okay, so see, the fish disease caused by the pathogens and parasites, you have to study the symptoms and the treatment. In that particular fish diseases, you have to see the bacterial, that is the dropsy, Francolysis, tail rot or the fin rot. Now, and in fungal, the gill rot, dermatomycosis, and then the protozoans, costaiasis, ectoperisthesis, and the number D, the helminth parasites, the gyrodactylosis and the dactylogyrosis. Okay, and the arthropod, the lernesis and the argulasis. These are the some fish diseases caused or by the pathogens. Okay, you have to study the parasites, they are the symptoms and the treatment of the particular fish diseases. Okay, now the next point in the fish diseases is the non-parasitic diseases. It includes the environmental fish diseases, acidosis, alkalosis or the gas bubble, and the nutritional dietary diseases. Means lack of nutrition, lack of diet, they have some diseases. That particular diseases you have to study in the non-parasite diseases. Okay, and this is in the unit number 3. Last unit of this particular pisciculture paper is the first part of this unit 4 is the fish preservation and processing. How we preserve the fish, or what are the methods of preservation of fishes, then what are the methods of processing. Okay, all these things we will see in the unit number 4. Okay, so in that particular unit you have to study the causes of spoilage of fishes. Means what are the causes by which this fish get spoiled. These causes you have to study. Then the methods of fish preservation. Okay, so in that particular chilling, freezing, drying, smoking, drying, salting and canning, these are some fish preservation methods, and that particular fish preservation method we have to see in our unit number 4. Now the last part of this paper is fish byproducts. Okay, so fish byproducts, in that particular you have to study the number of fish byproducts. Okay, so in that fish oil, that is the fish liver oil or the fish body oil, fish meal, fish manure, fish protein, isinglass, fish glue, fish leather, fish pearls, fish soap, fish insulin. These are the points. Okay, that points there we are discussing in our coming or when we take lectures. Okay, and that in that particular we have to discuss all these points. Okay, and here I tell you for that particular paper or for the particular pisciculture and aquaculture, you have to just buy, or you just search on Google the study material on aquaculture, okay, or the pisciculture. You will get enough data on the internet also. But the book called Introduction to Fishes by S.S. Khanna, okay, so you can choose any way, and whatever in the syllabus I have just discussed here, the paper of this semester, okay. And if you have any query of the paper, you just ask in our Google Classroom or in our WhatsApp group, okay. So till then, you just keep in touch in our Google Classroom, okay. So we'll start the our syllabus shortly, okay. So thank you.